These are massive U-turn under Chelsea Football Club. I've seen crazy transfers happening this January. Kuku agrees wages with Bayern Munich, but Chelsea are demanding for too much. I don't know why Chelsea are demanding for too much because Nkuku hasn't been playing football lately. He has been sidelined with injuries lately, so his value has really gone up. I don't know why Chelsea should be asking for over that 70 million. Renato Vega has doesn't want to leave Chelsea on permanent. He believes his chances of playing at Stamford Bridge they're still there. He's too young, and he really want to go out there and play with the BVB. But he really wants a loan move, not a permanent move. He just made the U-turn that he's not going to join Dortmund on permanent deal. He thinks that if he go there, he's gonna improve a lot. He's gonna have more game time, and once he finished the season high there, he's gonna come back to Chelsea and fight for his place. Chelsea held talks with Theo Maith. He wants a loan move too. So we're gonna talk about that later. And Chelsea recall Trevor Chalobah. What this is a great news. We've been waiting for this news all along for a very long time now. And Simon Phillips has confirmed that Chelsea made another approach to sign Delapi through an agency. So, guys, I want you guys to like and subscribe before we go all through this. Supporting the channel. It's about just give me one like and one subscription. For me, it's okay because this encourages me to go beyond and looking for information, coming back here, start giving our fan base, the news we deserve. This is a blue channel. It's a blue family. Let's move on. Nkuku has agreed wages with Bayern Munich, and it seems like Chelsea are demanding for too much from Nkuku. And when you see like Nkuku, he hasn't been playing football lately because of injuries. Because Nkuku, this season and last season, I think this season he has only played like 368 minutes in total, which is way less for him. It's like he plays one game after 4 games. That's how it is. So Nkuku's value it has really gone down drastically. So Chelsea are still demanding for too much compared with other players who are playing regularly. Because Chelsea wanna make this deal looks like it's a swap deal. When they are attacking to get Theo Maith there from Bayern, it seems Chelsea they want to make a swap deal. They want to make it like Chelsea they're gonna pay too much for Theo Maith, and Bayern Munich should pay for too much. They should pay too much for Nkuku. It's not supposed to be like that. In my opinion, Theo Maith he's been playing way too much than Nkuku. He has been regularly at Bayern Munich, and Nkuku, he has been on be playing in Europa and scoring goals. Of course, he's a top scorer in the Conference League, but that league doesn't give him so much value. It's not like Champions League whereby it's a high price tournament. So for me, Nkuku Chelsea should just lower the demand and maybe get even 50 million out of him, even 45 million out of him. Because once if they really don't want to use the player, it's better they try by all means helping make the transfer, go in there because Kuku has made things easy for Chelsea by accepting the transfer. The wages from Bayern Munich, which is he's not making things difficult. But Chelsea are trying to make this transfer difficult because they are demanding for too much. 80 million, 70 million. It's way too much for a player like Kuku who has been sidelined with injuries for most of the time. Renato Vega also has made a very, very big U-turn. Renato Vega, he was pushing for his move away from Stamford Bridge, but it seems like he has just made a U-turn. He wants to play for Dortmund only on with an loan option. He doesn't want to leave Chelsea on permanent, but he still want to come back and fight for his place. He believes once he go to Dortmund there, he'll be able to have more game time regularly, and when he gets ready, then he's gonna come back at Stamford Bridge and compete for his spot, which I think maybe it's a good move for him to upgrade more. German league they are very very good in polishing players. Once he goes there, I'm sure he will be ready. Maybe next season or after next season, then we try to recall him. Then Chelsea held talks with Temaith personally because Chelsea want to really get the player on a permanent deal, but the player himself, he doesn't want to come to Chelsea on a permanent. He prefers loan, then he should go back to Germany and start playing for Bayern Munich again. He believes he has more opportunities at Bayern Munich than Chelsea. So for him, like joining Chelsea on permanent, he's not considering that. So there's a big issue here, and Chelsea, they are really willing, like to pushing, like to get him. But if it's to come on loan, which means Chelsea will look somewhere else. They don't want to get a player who's an average player, but signing him on loan, which is very difficult. So Chelsea, maybe they will try to look somewhere else, and the Bayern Munich are not yet to respond about his availability, but they are also requesting for too much, approximately like 70 million, because they're seeing that Chelsea, they are overpricing Kuku. I'm sure that's also they've overpriced the boy. Chelsea recall Trevor Chalobah. This is the very best news I've been waiting for. See, I don't like the way Trevor Chalobah was treated at first. First of all, Trevor Chalobah is an academy graduate. There's that leadership in Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah can be even a captain without Reece James. Trevor Chalobah should be a captain, should be a vice captain. No. So for me, why they've made this the U-turn change to coach Chalobah? It's very crazy compared to the way Trevor Chalobah was treated. It was very bad. It was very harsh. Enzo Maresca at first said Trevor Chalobah is not in his plans. He's not gonna get any chance under him because he doesn't fit in his plans. Trevor Chalobah was even stopped from attending practices at Stamford Bridge. They even tell him that no, you need to push for a move somewhere to leave the club. But as a player, you're on salary. You cannot push yourself out there at the club doing that. No, you're still on the contract. So Chelsea, they failed to offload him, and Chelsea sent him to Crystal Palace. At Crystal Palace, there he went there and flourished and played like a player. His value has gone up. He has really helped Crystal Palace there in all the um, tactics, defense, and everything. He was the top leadership there together with Bagway. But unfortunately, Chelsea have activated their clause of calling him back, and the reason why Trevor Chalobah accepted to come back to Chelsea is because Ekbali himself called him. They spoke nicely, and Chalobah confirmed that it was just a short, sweet call, which has convinced him to come back to Chelsea and being at the first team 11 for the Premier League Giants. So for me, it's a very good news. I don't like the way he was treated, and Trevor Chalobah has been acting professionally from the start. If it was someone else, I believe me, Trevor Chalobah would have refused to come back to Chelsea. I'm sure it's the reason why Egbali called him himself to convince him to come back to Chelsea. Maresca, if he's the one who had called Trevor Chalobah, I don't think Maresca would have that courage. And Chalobah, I'm sure, wouldn't have accepted because he would have asked a lot of questions. Why are you calling back when you say that I'm not in your plans? So they've used the directors, the owners, the CEO of the club to call him and make him and convince him so that to return to the club. Otherwise, if someone else, he would have refused. Remember what happened to Diego Costa? Antonio Conte sent him the message, "You're not in my plan." He refused to come back. The CEO tried to contact him. He refused to come back to Chelsea. That's what Maresca feared. And Chelsea made another approach to sign Delapi. So they were talking to the agent for Delapi, looking maybe if they can sign him this season before the January window closes. But the issue is that his team, they're not ready to let him go, and they're still demanding for 80 million to 85 million, which is way too much, like for him. And believe me, if Delapi joins Chelsea, I don't think he's an upgrade, because Delapi has scored like 8 goals and maybe 7 assists in 18 to 17 Premier League games. So it's not a good statistics, like for him to be 80 million. He's a good player. He's an upcoming player. He's scoring very goals. There are a lot of potentials in him. He's nowhere better than Nicholas Jackson, and Nicholas Jackson is nowhere way better than Delap because they have the similar goals and statistics. So for me, Delapi is not an upgrade. If it just pays 90 or 80 or 70 million, Chelsea should know that they've overpaid for unproven player. If that money, if is to sign a striker, let him look for a striker who's already prepared, who's not going to waste time at Chelsea and oh, he needs to be trained, he needs to be what. 80 million, you need to get a proven player. We have players like Karim Benzema. There are players like Barcelona signed Lewandowski. You see what Lewandowski is doing. Chelsea needs to get an experienced player to teach Jackson how to score goals. Jackson has been very, very poor recently. He's really not helping the team. If he has scored like 4 or 5 goals in the last 6 games, I'm sure those goals would have helped Chelsea remain above maybe in top three or top four. But now we've gone down because Newcastle have beaten Everton. So for us, there's no chance now unless we have to work hard. Just have to get a good striker and try to force their way back again on top four. Unfortunately, I can't afford to see Chelsea losing another game. Going down where we're coming from, no. Chelsea deserve to be on top four. We need to have a Champions League football next season. Next season, we're not gonna play in the Conference League or Europa. Our team, Chelsea is made to play Champions League. We've missed Champions League football a lot. But for us to go into Champions League, Chelsea Football Club, they need to buy a very, very good striker, a striker who can be scoring goals for fun, not scoring goals because he has dreamed today. No, today I need to score. No, let him score goals like for fun. I really repeat those who are saying that Nicholas Jackson is a very good striker. He will come good. Yes, Nicholas Jackson is a good striker, but he's good as a backup striker. He's not a main striker. We need a main striker, a dependable striker who's gonna give us trophies. I don't think Nicholas Jackson can give us trophies. In my opinion, he's a good striker, but I think he needs to be playing more with an experienced striker to help him achieve more goals in the Premier League. Premier League is not the league of those boys. No, it's a league for the big boys. Players coming from Germany, from Portugal. They might cheat goals there, but once they come to Premier League, they need to show that no, they are playing with the best defenders right now. There is no small team in the Premier League, as you know. Any team is a difficult team. So, guys, I want you to like and subscribe for more updates to come. And in 2 3 hours, I'm gonna come with more updates. See you.